Hello everybody, this is Zaxter99 again. Episode number 4 of my Drive to Work. Today is Tuesday. I think it's July 28th, 2015. And I am again headed to work on my Friday, as I get the next 2 days off. And as I drive to work today, I'd like to go ahead and talk about and ask you guys. We've talked about a lot of things before, but I'd like to go ahead and talk about and ask you guys a question about money. Let's pretend for a moment, just to have fun on this drive to work, that the lottery in your state or in your area, like the Powerball or the big lottery, whatever you have, gets to be a crazy amount of money. And just to have fun with it, let's say that you decide to go and buy a single lottery ticket, and you don't expect to win, but lightning strikes. And when those numbers are called out, or when you check it, in doubt, just, ready to crumple up your lottery number sheet and throw it away because you just know you didn't win again. Let's just pretend for the moment, during my drive to work, that you won. You buy the lottery ticket and you've won $500 million. So $500 million, you go from whatever you're making now, whatever you have in your bank account now, to $500 million. Instant multi-millionaire extraordinaire. What would you do? What would you do with that kind of money? First of all, you're gonna hoop and holler and scream and hopefully not let too many of your neighbors know that you've become a multimillionaire. But what actions would you take? The first actions, I'm talking about before you even spend a dime. I'm talking about once you know you've won that massive amount of money. That piece of paper in your hand that was printed up with those lottery numbers doesn't have your name on it. It means that if your neighbor finds out that your piece of paper in your hand is worth $500 million, he could come knock you the hell out, take your piece of paper, and then go claim the winnings for himself or herself. If you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, if you have a spouse, if you're married, if you live at home with your parents, your brother or sister, or your roommate, whoever it is, whatever living situation you have, are you going to tell your roommate, your family, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband? Are you going to tell anybody that you've just won $500 million? Are you afraid your spouse is going to divorce you and try to take the money? What are you going to do? Put it down in the comments below. Let me know what your first actions are going to be. Once you know you have that piece of paper in hand, you can't believe it. You almost have a heart attack. You feel your chest almost explode with excitement, with disbelief, with amazement, with feelings you've never felt before, because this is an amount of money here that is insane. $500 million. Most people could live in great wealth on the interest alone. You could probably live beyond your wildest dreams just on the interest, without even spending any of the money. Just on the interest every day, every month, you would be making probably tenfold, 100-fold what your wages at your job are now. Can't even imagine winning that kind of money. Would you be like me? would you actually be scared that winning that amount of money would change you? I'm honestly scared. I would be scared with that kind of money that I would turn into an evil, wicked bastard that would care nothing about anything except material things. I would be scared I wouldn't care about other people anymore. I wouldn't care about things. That much money is almost scary to me. I think it would definitely change your life, but you would have to be damn careful that it wouldn't completely change and warp your soul inside. Make you evil and twisted and uncaring, and like all the movies about all the businessmen. You know, I do believe there's a lot of businessmen out there that are extremely wealthy that are very caring, loving individuals. But, you know, I've never had that kind of money, so I don't know. But that kind of money is life-changing. And I'm scared that it would, for me, that it would be life-changing in a bad way. Turn me into something I've never been. Turn me into a monster. I mean, would you use the money to... Here's a good question for you to try to figure out if it would turn you into a monster. Would you use that money, rather than just putting it in a bank account or, you know, some kind of an interest collecting account, would you invest all or most of that money to try to make more? Would you try to turn that $500 million into $1 billion? Would you try to go buy a pro football team to try to make money? Would you go buy a baseball team, or, you know, would you go try to buy something, or would you gamble it in some way to try to turn it into more money? And chances are, if you're saying, hell yeah, I'm going to try to turn that into more money, hell yeah, I'm going to invest that crap and try to get more money, whatever it is, chances are you might be on the evil side once you won that kind of money. Because $500 million, people, would be enough for anybody and their family and all their friends to live beyond wealthy for the rest of their lives. And that's a fact. Now, for pretense, let's just assume that, you know, you're getting all this money in however many years. You know, why would you, a lot of these lotteries offer you the option to take, you know, 1/10 of the money in a lump sum or something like that, or 1/5 of the money in a lump sum, 20%, 10% of the money, something like that in a lump sum. Or they give you the option to take the $500 million sent to you over a period of like 30 years, something like that. I mean, if you want all your money, take the 30 years unless you're at the end of your life, you know, because still you're going to get a huge amount of money every year. To take the lump sum of money, unless you're just really older in age, that's what most people do. Most people take the lump sum of money and only get like 10 or 15% of what they won. They sacrifice like 85, 90% of their money or something like that. I don't know exactly how it works, but most people take a lump sum of money and sacrifice like 80, 85, 90% of their money. And lose it. Because they're not willing to take it over 20, 30 years. I'd take all of it and have it spread out. I'd get wills so that if I died, the money would go to my dependents, you know, who I state in my will. So they'd be set for life. I don't need freaking $100 million right now. You know, over getting, how much would it be every year for 30 years? 500 million divided by 30 is still, I don't know, what is that? 15, 16, 18 million a year? I could live on 15, 16, 18 million a year, easy. You know, so I wouldn't take the lump sum of money, but let me know down in the comments below what you guys would do. I'd like to see some more people watching my drive to work, because I think I'm asking some pretty interesting questions I'd love to see the answers to. from you guys. So, question number one is, what would you do immediately after you found out you won the money? Would you tell your family? Would you tell your friends? Would you put it on the internet? Would you make a YouTube video and say, yeah, I won, before you did anything? I sure as hell wouldn't. I mean, I make YouTube videos, but there's no way in hell I would let you guys know that I won $500 million until I had lawyers and all kinds of protection for my money. And there ain't nobody finding out except maybe my closest family until I got that money safe. Guarantee you that. And you'd have to be damn careful about who you hired as a lawyer and everything too. I mean, I wouldn't just go wanker skanker and call the first freaking attorney I saw in the yellow pages. Hell no, I'd be doing some research on that crap. I'd make sure the most trustworthy and best attorney had my back, was well paid for it, but he'd have to be somebody I'd trust to give me advice financially, that's for sure. But let me know, what would you guys do with that much money? The minute you found out you had that much money and you have the lottery ticket in your hand without your name on it, knowing anybody could come stab you in the throat and take that piece of paper, and don't laugh, don't scoff, because there's a lot of freaking spouses out there that would probably, for that kind of money, they'd probably kill their spouse dead as hell for that kind of money. I wouldn't, but remember what I said about that kind of money changing people. That amount of money, if it's right there in front of you, in somebody else's hand, would probably make a surprising number of people commit murder just to get it. I'm not saying that half the people would commit murder to get that kind of money, but that percentage of people that would do that, if somebody held that piece of paper right in front of them, there's probably a surprising percentage of people that would do something god-awful to get that money for themselves. And that's the scary thing. That's what I'm talking about. That kind of money scares me. It could turn you from a loving, caring individual into a freaking monster that could do some things that you never even dreamt of. I'm pretty confident it wouldn't make me ever do anything like that. I mean, there's nobody in my family or friends or anything like that if they won that kind of money that I'd be trying to, get rid of them or kill them for that kind of money or something like that. I wouldn't try to take it. But if my sister won $500 million, I guarantee you that sister's going to be pretty damn close to me. I'd be like, boy, you've always been my favorite sister my whole life, Do you know how much I love you, sister? Boy, sister, let me go show you. I got a house I want to pick out. You buy me a house, right, sis? You get $500 million, sure you'll buy me a $500,000 house, right? Come on, sis. Pay the interest on that house for me for 30 years so I don't have to worry about interest or a house payment. Hell, I'd be happy with that. Until I got that, and then I saw how much money she still had left over, then I'd be like, hey, sis. Hey, I love you. Hey, you don't mind hooking me up with a car, do you? No, I don't know. I don't know that I'd want to completely change my life, like that. I mean, I'm a jeans and t-shirt kind of guy. Just because I won that kind of money, I wouldn't be walking around in freaking business suits and, completely change how I dress all the time. Sure, I'd go out and buy me some new jeans, some new underwear maybe, but I'm not going to start dressing in $1,000 suits and, paying only the best hairstylist to do my hair, which is thinning pretty good, by the way. Hell no. I'm not going to change who I am, even if I got $500 million sitting in the bank. There ain't no way I'm going to change who I am. I'm still going to play video games. I'm not going to have to worry about getting a refund on an $8 game if I don't like it, if I have $500 million. Like I do now. I buy a $10 game, and if it sucks, I definitely get a refund on it, because $8, hell, that's half an hour's work to me. I have to work 30 minutes to get that much money. So, yeah. I mean, I don't think I'd be worried about an $8 game and even spending the time to ask for a refund if I hated it. In fact, I probably wouldn't even be playing many $8 games, because at that point, I could be doing other things. If I had that kind of money sitting in the bank, it'd probably be a hell of a lot more fun than some $8 video game. I don't know. I mean, it changed me in some little ways, but I'd still love games. I'd still love computers. I'd still, you know, I'd still love the animals I have. I wouldn't be, selling off my dogs or whatever and going and trying to get some, $500,000 breed of dog or something. Hell no. I'm keeping my animals I got. I'm keeping Rocky, my bearded dragon. Hell yeah. This is going to be a rich bearded dragon. Rocky's going to be rich as hell. Might even be able to buy him a girlfriend. I have a house big enough to buy another tank. Buy him a girlfriend. Yeah. But that's my thoughts anyway. I mean, I say that I wouldn't change. I say that I wouldn't start wearing all these suits and everything. But who knows? I mean, you win that kind of money, it can change your life. It can change who you are, even if you don't think it would. Pretty interesting thought, though. Hell, a lot of times when the lottery gets up over $100 million, I haven't played it in years, but I used to. Every time it'd get up really high, I'd go spend $5 on 5 Powerball tickets or whatever when they were $1 each. And to me, it was worth $5. I'd try to buy it a couple of days ahead of time, so I wasn't standing in line forever the last day or whatever. But it was worth it to me to go spend $5 on just, the random picks or whatever, and hope that I won. The reason it was worth $5 because I'd have $5 worth of fun just with that glimmer, that teeny glimmer of chance that I'd win. With that little glimmer of chance, it gave me the ability to fantasize about what if I win. It was fun to me to sit there and fantasize about what would I do if I won that much money, To me, that was worth $5. And my dad has a point. My father talks about it's crazy how everybody lines up like mad lunatics every time the lottery gets up $300-400 million or whatever. But nobody wants to play it when it's, 20 million. Nobody lines up like crazed lunatics when it's only 20 million. $20 million ain't like a stick, a stick in the face. $20 million would still change the crap out of your life. You don't have to wait till it gets up to $300-500 million to go put $5 down. $20 million is, 1,000 times more than you and I probably both will earn in a lifetime. So why do you need it to get up to hundreds of millions of dollars before you play? But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the lottery. Do you guys ever play it? Put it down in the comments. Do you guys ever play the lottery? Do you only play when it gets up to some crazy amount of money? Or do you just play every now and then when you got a few extra bucks? Do you support it? Maybe you don't support it. Maybe you think it's a waste of money, which it is. I mean, your odds are astronomically low of winning. And they actually even got lower, I believe, with like the Powerball lately. It's such ridiculous odds. I mean, it's like 1 in 400 million chance or what, I don't even remember. I looked at it a couple of months ago and they said it was even, the odds of winning were getting even less, and it was some crazy low chance of winning. But I think it's like 1 in 400 million or something like that. Just crazy low odds. So, you probably have a better chance of getting struck by lightning on a day like today with not a cloud in the sky. But it's fun. I think it's fun. It's worth $1, $2, $5, whatever it costs, just to fantasize about it once in a while, once a year, which is about as I probably average about once a year on the lottery. I haven't bought one, like I say, I haven't bought a lottery ticket like that in at least 3-4 years right now. But I don't know, I'm just curious about what you guys think of the lottery, what you guys would do with that kind of money. And, I'll talk about what I'd kind of do with the money. I think if I won $500 million, I think I would just go ahead and take the 30 years, but I'd invest every penny of it into companies that really need money and really need help. I'd invest it and not invest it, but I'd give it back, just give it back to the oil companies, because, these oil companies and the price of gas and everything like that, I mean, they lose so much money. I hate to see them hurting so bad. So I just give it all to the big oil companies. I'm kidding. No, I'd have fun, that's for sure. But I would definitely keep it in the bank. I'd try to live on the interest, and I'd be a hell of a lot wealthier than I am now, even taking the 30-year loan and just living on interest alone. I'd be extremely rich compared to what I am now. So that would definitely make me super happy. That's what I'd try to do anyway. I don't think I'd try to go crazy, but like I said, that kind of money would change you. Change most people for sure. But let me know what you guys would try to do with the money, how you would spend it. You know, I would definitely help out my family. I'd buy everybody in my family a house and a nice car, and you know, hook them up, furniture and houses, and when I say houses, I mean I'd pay for their interest every year and stuff like that, so they would own a house and have their interest and everything like that paid every year for the next 30, 40 years or whatever. So they wouldn't have to worry about that. And just having a nice house, you know, $500,000 house or whatever, with the interest paid for like 30, 40 years, that would help so many people out right there that, you know, that'd be a pretty nice gift right there. You know, buy them a couple of nice cars, whether it be SUVs or whatever. And still, even if you did that, you'd still have like 95% of your money left. You know, even if you helped everybody in your family out doing something like that, you'd still have a huge amount of money left over. So I can't even imagine winning that amount of money, or what I'd do with it, to be honest. I know I'd help my family out. You know, I'd definitely buy myself a new house and make sure my kids were taken care of for college and everything like that. Making sure nobody in my family had any kind of medical needs that needed to be taken care of, that kind of thing. But let me know what you guys would do. I want to go and thank you guys for watching my drive to work. This has been Zaxter99. Be sure you comment below, be sure you have a video. We'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.